Thanks for joining me.
If you're over the age of 75, listen carefully, because what I'm about to share with you can quite literally change the way you age. Most people think walking is the best exercise for seniors, but here's the shocking truth. There's one simple exercise that outperforms walking when it comes to balance, mobility, and longevity. And no, it's not running, it's not cycling, and it doesn't require a gym membership or fancy equipment. Number 1, strength over steps. Most people believe that walking is the ultimate form of exercise as we age. It feels safe, natural, and easy to maintain. But what if I told you that focusing only on walking could actually cause you to lose one of the most critical elements of longevity, your strength? Here's the reality: walking helps keep your heart and lungs active, but it doesn't challenge the muscles that hold your body upright, protect your joints, or keep your balance sharp. The truth is, strength, not steps, determines how well you age, how independently you live, and how confidently you move through your later years. Think about it this way: every time you get up from a chair, climb a step, or bend down to pick something up, you're performing a movement that requires more than endurance. It requires power, coordination, and stability. Without strength, even simple daily tasks begin to feel exhausting. Most seniors don't lose mobility because of aging itself. They lose it because their muscles gradually weaken from underuse. And when your legs weaken, your independence starts to fade. The good news is that this can be completely reversed, no matter your age, with the right type of strength, focused movement. Let's take the sit to stand movement as an example. It looks simple, but it's incredibly powerful. Sitting and standing may seem ordinary, yet this one controlled action engages almost every major muscle in your lower body, your quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and even your core. Unlike walking, which mainly works the same small group of muscles repeatedly, the sit to stand strengthens your body's foundation. Over time, this builds the kind of strength that walking alone can't deliver. The strength to stay stable, the strength to lift yourself, and the strength to prevent a fall before it happens. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Building strength at this stage of life doesn't just change your body, it changes your brain. Each repetition activates the connection between your muscles and your nervous system, improving coordination, reaction time, and balance. This is what researchers call neuromuscular re-education. It means you're training your brain to communicate better with your body, keeping your reflexes sharp and your movements precise. And that's the real secret behind aging gracefully, maintaining strength that supports every system of your body. Strength training doesn't have to mean heavy weights or complex machines. It's about consistent, intentional movement. When you challenge your muscles, even gently, your body responds by sending more blood, oxygen, and nutrients to those tissues. This not only boosts circulation, but also helps your metabolism stay active, your bones stay dense, and your joints stay lubricated. You begin to feel lighter, stronger, and more capable, not just physically, but mentally. That sense of confidence, of knowing you can stand up without effort or walk without fear of falling, is priceless. So if you're over 75, remember this: walking is good, but strength keeps you living. Focus on movements that build power, not just endurance. Because when your muscles are strong, every part of your body functions better: your heart, your brain, your bones, and your balance. Strength is the true foundation of health, independence, and vitality. It's not about how far you walk, it's about how strong you stand. Number 2, train the brain-body connection. Your body and brain are in constant communication, a silent partnership that keeps you balanced, coordinated, and strong. But as we age, that communication can begin to fade. Have you ever noticed how a small misstep or slow reaction can throw you off balance? It's not just about weak muscles, it's about a weakened connection between your brain and your body. The good news is you can retrain that connection at any age. In fact, the right kind of movement can sharpen your mind, improve your reflexes, and keep your body moving with the precision and confidence of someone decades younger. Every movement you make starts with a signal from your brain. When that signal reaches your muscles, your body responds instantly. But when you spend long hours sitting, not challenging your balance, or repeating only simple motions like walking in a straight line, those neural pathways become sluggish. The communication weakens. That's why so many seniors experience stiffness, slower reactions, or poor coordination. The key to reversing that decline isn't more walking. It's training your brain and body to work together again. Functional strength exercises like the sit to stand or slow, controlled balance movements reignite those communication lines. Each time you move intentionally, your brain has to calculate your body's position, muscle tension, and direction, all in real time. This forces the nervous system to wake up and recalibrate, strengthening what's called proprioception, or your body's awareness of where it is in space. When that system is sharp, your movements become smoother, steadier, and more efficient. You start reacting faster, catching yourself before you stumble, and moving with greater stability and confidence. It's fascinating how quickly this transformation can happen. Within just a few weeks of consistent, mindful movement, many seniors notice better posture, quicker responses, and even sharper mental clarity. That's because the same pathways that control balance and coordination are deeply connected to the areas of your brain responsible for memory and focus. In other words, training your body to move better also helps your brain think better. Movement truly is medicine for both mind and body. This is why balance and coordination exercises are so much more powerful than they appear. When you practice standing on one leg, rising from a chair without using your hands, or shifting your weight slowly from side to side, you're doing more than physical exercise. You're strengthening your brain's ability to control your body. You're literally rewiring your nervous system to stay alert and responsive. And that's something no pill or supplement can replace. Most people underestimate how crucial this brain-body connection is to longevity. It's not just about avoiding falls or staying flexible. It's about keeping your nervous system young. When your brain stays in sync with your body, balance, reaction time, mood, and even confidence. Every deliberate movement becomes a signal of renewal, a message from your brain to your body that says, we're still strong. And let your mind stay engaged in every motion. Because the secret to aging gracefully isn't just keeping your muscles your body active, respond to your thoughts. It's keeping the conversation between your brain and body alive and strong. Number 3, boost circulation and oxygen flow. Your circulation is the lifeline of your health. Every beat of your heart delivers oxygen, nutrients, and energy to every single cell in your body. But as we age, that powerful flow begins to slow down. The vessels that once carried blood efficiently can stiffen. Your muscles receive less oxygen, and your energy starts to drop. That's why so many seniors experience fatigue, dizziness, or cold hands and feet. The real problem isn't just weak circulation. It's the loss of movement that keeps blood flowing freely. But the exciting truth is, even a few minutes of the right exercise can restart this entire system and bring vitality back to your body. Walking is good for your heart, but strength-based movements go a step further. They act like a natural pump, forcing your muscles to contract and release, squeezing blood through the veins and pushing oxygen toward areas that have been neglected. It's like jump-starting an internal engine that powers your entire body. When your muscles engage actively, not just through repetitive motion, but through resistance and controlled effort, your heart responds with increased strength, your lungs deliver more oxygen, and your brain receives a fresh rush of energy. That's why after a few minutes of functional strength training, people often say they feel more awake, focused, and alive. Think of your body as a living network of rivers and streams. When those rivers move smoothly, everything thrives. Your organs, your skin, your brain. But when they slow down, stagnation begins and the signs of aging accelerate. You can literally feel the difference between a body with strong circulation and one that's struggling. One feels light, warm, and energetic. The other feels sluggish, cold, and heavy. That's why improving blood flow isn't just about heart health. It's about restoring life to every part of you. When you perform exercises that engage multiple muscle groups, like sit, to stand repetitions, gentle squats, or even slow arm raises, you're creating what physiologists call muscle-driven circulation. This effect goes beyond cardiovascular fitness. It improves how efficiently oxygen and nutrients are delivered to your tissues. And here's the most powerful part. Better circulation also helps remove waste products from your body faster, supporting detoxification and overall healing. It's like cleaning and fueling your body at the same time. There's another fascinating benefit: improved circulation enhances brain health. Every time your heart rate gently rises, your brain receives a surge of oxygen-rich blood, stimulating mental clarity and focus. Seniors who practice daily movement often notice sharper memory and mood stability. This isn't coincidence. Your brain depends on steady oxygen delivery to function at its best. So when you move your body, you're not just strengthening your muscles, you're nourishing your mind. Here's a simple truth: you don't need to run miles to boost circulation. Even 2 to 3 minutes of mindful, strength-based exercise can send a wave of oxygen through your entire system. You might feel your hands warming up, your face glowing, or your breathing deepening. These are all signs that your blood flow is improving. Over time, this consistent circulation keeps your arteries flexible, your heart strong, and your energy levels high. So if you've been feeling tired, foggy, or unmotivated, don't look for more caffeine or quick fixes. What your body is really asking for is movement, the kind that gets your blood pumping and your oxygen flowing. Because when your circulation thrives, every part of you comes alive. Number 4, rebuild bone density. Naturally, strong bones are the silent foundation of your health. Yet most people never think about them until they start to ache or weaken. After the age of 50, bone loss accelerates quietly, often without symptoms, until one small fall leads to a major fracture. But here's what most people don't realize: you can actually rebuild bone density naturally, even in your later years. You're not powerless against aging bones. Your body still has the remarkable ability to repair and strengthen itself when given the right kind of stimulus. And that stimulus doesn't come from walking endlessly. It comes from controlled resistance and load-bearing movements that tell your bones, stay strong, we still need you. When you perform strength-based exercises, tiny stresses are applied to your bones. These stresses are not harmful. In fact, they are exactly what your bones crave. The pressure signals your bone-forming cells, called osteoblasts, to get to work and start building new tissue. Think of it like construction. Without any demand, your body stops sending workers to the site. But the moment you apply controlled pressure, it's like ringing the alarm. The builders rush in, strengthening the structure from within. This process is called mechanical loading, and it's one of the most powerful natural ways to prevent bone thinning and osteoporosis. Many seniors are told to stick to walking because it's safe, but walking alone doesn't create enough resistance to stimulate new bone growth. It's like tapping on a wall instead of pressing against it. There's no signal for reinforcement. In contrast, simple resistance movements such as squats, step-ups, or the sit-to-stand exercise generate enough gentle stress on the hips, knees, and spine to trigger bone renewal. And you don't need heavy weights or a gym to make this happen. Your own body weight provides the perfect amount of resistance when used correctly. What's even more interesting is that bone health and muscle strength are deeply connected. Every time your muscle contracts, it tugs slightly on the bone it's attached to, creating a healthy stress that strengthens both. This is why people who stay active and maintain muscle tone into their 70s and 80s often have stronger bones and better posture. Their skeletal system stays alive, constantly remodeling and adapting to the demands placed on it. This interaction between muscle and bone is what keeps your frame stable, your balance steady, and your joints properly aligned. Bone density isn't just about structure. It affects how you move, how you feel, and even how you age. When your bones are strong, you stand taller, breathe better, and move with confidence. You reduce your risk of fractures, improve your balance, and maintain the independence that so many lose with time. Even your internal organs benefit because good posture opens up your lungs and improves circulation. One of the most inspiring things I've seen in my patients is how quickly bone health can respond to change. Within months of consistent, gentle resistance exercise, people begin to feel stronger, steadier, and more energetic. DXA scans even show measurable improvements in bone density when the right nutrition and movement are combined. The key is consistency. Your bones thrive on regular communication from your muscles. So the next time you move, remember every small push, lift, or stand is a message to your bones that they are still needed. You're not just keeping your muscles active, you're rebuilding your foundation from the inside out. Your bones are listening, waiting for that signal to stay strong. give it to them and they will respond. Number 5, reactivate your metabolism. Your metabolism is the engine that keeps your body alive, transforming food into energy, maintaining muscle, and supporting every heartbeat and breath. But as the years pass, that once efficient engine can start to slow down. Many people over 60 believe that a sluggish metabolism is just part of aging, something they can't control. Yet, the truth is far more empowering. You can reactivate your metabolism at any age. The key isn't in eating less or moving more. It's in rebuilding muscle strength, balancing hormones, and engaging your body's natural energy systems through smart, consistent movement. Most people think metabolism only has to do with calories, but it's actually controlled by your muscle mass, hormones, and cellular activity. When you lose muscle, your metabolism loses power. That's why seniors who focus only on walking or light stretching often struggle to keep their energy levels and weight stable. Walking is great for endurance, but it doesn't stimulate the deeper metabolic processes that strength training does. When you engage your muscles through resistance, you send a powerful signal to your body: stay active, stay alive. Muscles demand more energy even when you're resting, so the more lean tissue you build, the more your body naturally burns. Every time you perform an exercise that challenges your strength, whether it's squatting from a chair, lifting light weights, or doing a controlled leg raise, you're waking up your mitochondria, the tiny energy factories inside your cells. These mitochondria respond to movement like sparks in an engine, increasing your ability to produce energy efficiently. That's why people who commit to gentle strength exercises often notice a surge in energy, better digestion, and sharper focus within weeks. You're not just exercising, you're reprogramming your body's metabolism at a cellular level. Another key part of reactivating your metabolism is improving insulin sensitivity. As we age, our bodies can become less efficient at using glucose for fuel, which often leads to blood sugar fluctuations, fatigue, and stubborn weight gain. But here's the good news: regular strength-based exercise is one of the most powerful tools for improving insulin sensitivity naturally. When your muscles work, they pull glucose from the bloodstream and use it for energy, helping balance blood sugar and reduce insulin spikes. This not only supports weight control, but also protects your heart and brain from the effects of high sugar levels. What's even more remarkable is how quickly your body starts to respond. Within days of consistent movement, your metabolism begins to shift. Your cells start absorbing nutrients more effectively, your energy levels rise, and your appetite becomes more balanced. You no longer crave constant snacks because your body is finally burning fuel the way it was designed to. You feel more stable, alert, and in control of your energy throughout the day. Metabolism is not something that fades away. It adapts to how you live. If you move less, it slows down to conserve energy. But if you challenge your body even gently, it speeds up to meet your new demands. It's a dynamic, living system that thrives on activation. The secret is consistency. A few minutes a day of strength, focused exercise can do more for your metabolism than an hour of casual walking. So if you've been feeling like your energy has faded or your body has become sluggish, it's not the end of your metabolic story. Your body is waiting for you to wake it up again. Every movement, every muscle contraction is a reminder that your system is still capable of renewal. Strength is the key to turning your metabolism back on, and once that inner engine reignites, everything from your energy to your mood to your overall vitality begins to change. Number 6, small daily habits. Big lifetime results. We often think major transformations require big, dramatic actions, hours at the gym, strict diets, or complicated routines. But the truth is far more powerful and far more achievable. It's the small, consistent habits you do every single day that shape your health, your energy, and ultimately your life. The way you move, breathe, eat, and rest may seem minor in the moment, yet they build momentum over time. Your body doesn't respond to occasional effort, it responds to consistency. That's why small daily habits create massive lifetime results. Think about how your body adapts. It doesn't change overnight. Every repetition, every nutritious meal, every full night of sleep sends a message to your cells. Over time, those messages accumulate and start rewriting how your body functions. This is the power of compounding health. The same principle that builds financial wealth applies to physical vitality. One sit to stand may not seem like much, but do it every morning for a year, and you'll have performed thousands of controlled movements that strengthen your muscles, support your joints, and improve your balance. It's not intensity that matters. It's the repetition that reprograms your body to stay strong, alert, and energized. Most people quit before they see results because they underestimate the impact of small effort. But the body is always listening. Even a few minutes of movement triggers hormonal shifts that enhance circulation, improve oxygen delivery, and awaken your metabolism. Just standing up more often throughout the day can increase blood flow to your brain and keep your muscles active. When you move your body daily, even gently, you're not just maintaining health, you're investing in your longevity. The real transformation happens quietly. You may not notice it at first. A little more energy in the morning, less stiffness when you wake up, or a steadier heartbeat when you climb the stairs. But those small changes are signs that your body is recalibrating itself, regaining control, and returning to balance. What begins as a simple daily action becomes a powerful habit that keeps your system thriving without forcing it. And once your body begins to feel the benefits, your mind follows. You start to crave that movement, that nourishment, that moment of focus that makes you feel alive. There's another hidden advantage of small, consistent habits. They build discipline without stress. When you set small goals and achieve them daily, you reinforce a powerful message in your brain. I can do this. That confidence spills into every part of your life. You walk taller, you think clearer, and you feel capable again. You stop associating health with struggle and start associating it with progress. The more you show up for your body, the more your body shows up for you. This is why consistency beats intensity every single time. Intense efforts fade quickly, but simple habits last. You don't have to train like an athlete to stay healthy. You just need to stay active in small, meaningful ways. 2 minutes of mindful breathing, 10 slow sit-to-stands, a short stretch before bed. These actions may look small, but they build resilience, improve mobility, and keep your brain sharp. Over time, they stack together, creating a life defined not by decline, but by growth and vitality. So, never underestimate the power of what you do daily. The secret to lifelong strength and wellness isn't in grand gestures. It's in the quiet consistency of simple, purposeful habits. Because when you move with intention, nourish with care, and rest with respect, you build a body and mind that